What's up, Clay County? Today I'm on the campus of Fleming Island High School for the Clay County Coach of the Month, presented by our good friends, Chick-fil-A of Middleburg. We can't thank Joe and Tabitha Mayo enough for all their support and the great things that they do right here for Clay County. That being said, Clay County, we're being joined today by head boys golf coach, Mr. Bruce Cloud. Coach,
Hey,
congratulations on being selected as the October Coach of the Month.
thank you very much.
All right, Coach. Also, congratulations to you and your team on winning the 2023 3A Boys State Championship.
What a thrilling moment. I mean, achievement of a lifetime. When you get into coaching, you hope to achieve good things. This was a great thing. And I think the guys really loved it, I know.
So can you kind of walk us through that moment? You know what I mean? Can you walk us through actually, here in Fleming Island, your name called, your team's named, all those things you talked about, what was that like?
First, I had to pinch myself to make sure I wasn't dreaming, but it was, like I said, the thrill of a lifetime. You're numb. You hear, state champions, and then you get the tingles all over your body. It gets, a little jostly inside and everything. So it was a great moment. Thrilling moment.
Absolutely.
So.
I can only imagine, right? Haven't won a state title. We were state runners up, and I felt like that was cool enough. So I couldn't imagine having your name called. Kudos to you guys. With that, I know one thing about winning a state title. You got to have a really good team. Can you talk a little bit about your team and maybe recap the season?
The team, I had 12 guys at the beginning of the season, and we knew every one of them were good quality players, because to make the team, you really have to be a good golfer. But the main thing is all of them worked hard. All of them were diligent every day at practice, even practicing on their own on the weekend. When we don't hold formal sessions, they just go out and they grind and they work. They had told me at the beginning of the season, Coach, we're going to win a state title championship. And I said, okay, let's do it. And so they proved it right. So they lived up to their word.
So when I think about the season you guys had, which was unbelievable, by the way, you guys are 11-0 match play through the season. You won a district championship, prior to winning that state championship. Was there a moment during the season that you felt like, we may have a chance to win this thing?
The guys' participation in practices and everything, we went through the entire season where our top 5 guys that played at state may have played in 4 other matches throughout the regular season together. We had guys that were ranked 6th, 7th, and 8th that helped to contribute. So knowing that the depth of the team, we knew we had something special. And so probably early on, as we were winning a tournament to start the season off, winning another tournament, our own, the Randy Warren Invitational, and then going overnight and coming from behind to top Nice in stroke play at the Wolverine versus the World, I said, well, we faced some good competition, so we should be in pretty good shape.
Yeah, just competing with the best, kind of using those individuals as measuring sticks. So,
exactly.
Yep, absolutely. Well, there's another thing that I know. In order for you to win at any sport, at any level, there's a time that you have to deal with some adversity, and you got to persevere. Was there a moment at any time this year where you guys had to deal with any adversity and had to overcome some things?
Probably our biggest moment of adversity was the regional tournament when we finished 3rd. We didn't have our best day, obviously. 2 guys shot pretty well, Tyler and Dylan, but beyond that, we didn't show up to win. We were, I know a lot of people were concerned about us making it. We knew we had a certain score we could shoot and still make the state tournament. My big thing, though, was to be seeded properly, because last year we won the regional tournament, but ended up being seeded 13th out of 16 teams. So seed was important. And when we got to state, we were the number 2 seed, which was indicative of our regular season.
Yeah, accumulation of all of your work, right?
Correct.
Yeah, but that's also, though, what I was speaking of, to go undefeated through the season, to win a district title, and then all of a sudden to have a little bit of humble pie, maybe that even kind of refocused the group, and you guys went out and on day one, like you guys shoot lights out, right?
Well, it stoked a fire in them for sure. Tyler goes out and shoots 4 under 68. eagle and an ace on the first round, and it gave us an 8-shot lead after one day. And I'm thinking, we were 4 over par for the first day, and that's a pretty good score.
Right.
So there we go.
What was the thought process though? So here you go, you have this 8-shot lead and you go back to the hotel and you go to sleep. Like, could anybody even sleep at this moment?
Well, to be honest with you, I had a pretty good nap Friday afternoon because we got up so early and played.
Yeah.
But sleep Friday night, not the greatest in the world. So, but yeah, because what have I got to do? Well, I got to get all of this together. We got to get the drinks iced down.
Yeah.
We got to get snacks together. Make sure everybody, it's all the things that go into planning that stuff.
You're not even talking about winning the thing. You're talking about making sure your kids have all the things they need to go play.
Well, they have to stay hydrated.
True coach.
And yeah, they have to be hydrated. They have to have something in their stomach. Parents help out with that too.
Yeah.
We'll give them a sandwich here on the 4th hole, or whatever. But as far as their ability to play, the one thing that really got us at state, and I'm so glad that we were able to solve this problem. We had a sickness first day. Mm-hmm. My number 2, Dylan Frine, ended up being sick after the practice round and was unable to play. Fortunately, I had an alternate there who was ready to go and stepped in, and the other guys knew that they had to pick up the pace, and that's what they did. That's why they did so well the first day.
That's awesome. That's amazing. Coach, clearly you guys had an amazing run. Like I said, first state title in school history, first state title in the county history. That's just remarkable, outstanding. But that's not the only things that you do here on the campus of Fleming Island High School. Let's do this. Let's go talk about all the other things that you do on Fleming Island campus.
That
Come on,
sounds
Coach.
good to me.
Clay County, we are back here on the campus of Fleming Island High School with the Clay County Coach of the Month, Mr. Bruce Cloud. Coach, we talked about the amazing run you guys just had here in the state championship for golf. But as I stated prior to transitioning over, that's not it. That's not the only thing that you do here on this campus.
No, it's not.
Coach, tell us about Friday nights. What are you involved in on Friday nights?
Well, since the school's been open, my position has been firmly in the press box announcing football games on Friday nights. It's been like a dream come true. I grew up wanting to be Vin Scully, but ended up being sort of a Gene Deckerhoff, which is fine too, because I just love the atmosphere on Friday nights. It's always fun, and I get a kick out of it. The kids get a kick out of it too.
So one of my questions was going to be why is it so rewarding? But you just answered that question. So my next question is, how did you get into that?
Well, at Orange Park, I was there before the school opened here. Mr. Ward, who was a principal, I announced 1 year of football at Orange Park as a fairly new teacher over there. Whenever I interviewed for the position here, he wanted to know, besides teaching, what could I do? I said, well, the things that I want to do is I want to be the voice of the Golden Eagles, and I want to coach boys golf. Well, one of them came true right away, and that was the announcing part.
Right.
And it was 3 sports, or 4 sports if you want to count gender. But I mean, I did football, I did boys and girls basketball, and I also did baseball.
Awesome. Yeah. What are you contributing to the school? That's what I heard him ask you.
Exactly.
That's awesome. Well, that's not it. Not just Friday nights. By the way, your fall must be extremely busy if you're football announcing on Friday nights and with the boys golf season. But that's not it though. You also take part in the Randy Warren Invitational. Tell me a little bit about the Randy Warren Invitational.
Randy Warren was the athletic director at Orange Park, and whenever Fleming Island opened, he became the athletic director here. Now, he took care of me, I will say, coaching-wise over at Orange Park, and put me in a few positions because I wanted to coach. And he was coaching the golf team there. When the school opened up, he started out as a golf coach here. And as I said, I wanted to be eventually the golf coach. And after 3 years of coaching himself, he came up to me and said, okay, it's going to be all yours. So since that time, I've done basically from his example. Now, Randy was a unique individual. Not only was he a coach and athletic director, but he was also a tutor for a lot of student athletes. The man could teach and tutor Algebra 2 like nobody's business. And as you know, athletes need to have that to get a
100%.
college scholarship. And he did his best to make sure that they fulfilled that obligation so that they could go to college on the scholarship and use it the way that they were supposed to.
Yeah, I was very fortunate coming in as a young AD to have, I guess for lack of a better word, have Mr. Warren tutor me. You know what I mean? You know, walking in as an AD and not knowing anything, and you know, him and Coach Powers and those guys mentoring me and kind of showing me the ropes. So you know, he always answered the phone. He was always giving anytime I called.
Most definitely.
So, what do you guys do with the funds that come from the Randy Warren Invitation?
Well, first of all, our tournament's in the fall. We host it on the first Monday after Labor Day. We started out inviting 20 teams from around the Northeast Florida and actually throughout Florida as well. We've had teams as far as Lakewood Ranch coming in. Childs from Tallahassee's been here to play. We also had Winter Park, New Smyrna Beach, Spruce Creek, and a lot of the good local teams, Episcopal Bowls, and Ponte Vedra also come and play in our tournament. And it's really a showcase of a lot of talent that we do. But the funds are raised, and we put them in a fundraising account, which will award $500 scholarships to deserving student athletes. And in the past, what we've done is we've put it to the highest achieving GPA student athlete with at least 3 letters throughout their high school career, male and female. And we've done it for 2 years. And it's been a big success. This next year, we're hoping to add a third $500 scholarship to the mix.
That's awesome, man. You know, giving back, find a way to get back to the community, the school and the community, so to speak.
It would have been something I think that Randy would have liked his name associated with. His family comes out and helps us award the scholarships. So we know that they approve, and they're real happy for it.
That's legacy right there. So, Clay County, as you can see, 2023 boys golf state champs, getting it done on the school campus, and also giving back to not only the kids on this campus, but in the community as well. With that being said, Coach, let's go make this thing official. Come on.
All right.
Clay County, we are back to make it official, the October Coach of the Month here with Coach Cloud. Before we do that, we're being joined by a very special guest, Miss Chick-fil-A Cal of Middleburg. Thank you so much. Again, we cannot thank Chick-fil-A of Middleburg, Joe Mayo, Tabitha Mayo enough for all their support. You know, this isn't happening without those guys. That being said, Coach, for being selected as the Clay County Coach of the Month, you get the awesome swag bag.
All right.
You get this pullover zip.
All right.
And you get this frame certificate. All right. So, hey, a handful. How about that? And on top of all of that, Coach, you're going to get 4 iSpin ticket for a game for you and your family.
Okay, great.
You got any more hands left?
Don't think so.
Again, Coach, congratulations on being selected as the October Coach of the Month.
Thank you. I appreciate it.